So coming forward after learning how the home screen works and how to basically switch between the home screen and the project screen, now we are at the project screen of Revit 2026, and from here we are going to start opening start to learn about the various tools uh, and options in the interface, how they can be used over here. There are various user interface elements over here by opening an existing sample file. So let me tell you about that Revit 2026 or Revit Autodesk has got with one uh, project over here, which is a snow down project, which I would be opening over here from the sample file. And for the user who are new to Revit, I will explain them how to open the snow down file, the sample file, and how they can access from when they install Revit, and they can learn how to use different interface elements and learn the best use of the interface element by opening the existing file. Now let's start. So go to the file menu here, click on the open here, and come down into this quick bar over here, and you have a sample file. Click on the sample file and you see that the open dialog box opens over here, and you can see that where is the location of this sample file. The location is C, Program Files, Autodesk, Revit 2026 and Samples folder. And over here you have the bunch of Snowdown Tower sample files over here. So what we will be doing is we will be opening the Snowdown Tower sample structural file. You can see the preview here, and in the preview you have Revit 2026 given here, and the file format that we are opening is the .rvt. So we choose the open, and here the new Revit, the Snowdown structural model will open in your screen. So when you open this file, you see that the Revit displays the view over here at the center, and in the left and right side of my screen, because it is a default, it has been set over here. You can see there is an interface which is called the project browser. This is a properties palette, and this is the view area. And over here you can see that Revit displays the cover sheet view of this particular project written at structures, and over here the cover sheet, you see the Snowdown Towers has been written. There's a model over here. If you zoom it, you can see the project render image of this particular and it says the previous site, how it looks like. It's a renovation project. You can see that this is the sheet index, where there is a S000 is the cover sheet, and then there are various sheet numbers and talks about what are the specification of the sheet or the name of the sheet as the sheet number. And then you can see that there is instruction over here how to use the project. It talks about what are the models which are included, and there are various instructions and the project locations over here. Now let's directly dive into the various interface in Revit, what they are. Quickly, you can see that here this entire area in Revit is called the ribbon. If you are very first in use with Revit, you can see that this particular interface is there at the top of your screen, and this is called the ribbon, and this particular icons are called the tabs. So you have got the architecture tab, you have got the structure tab, steel, precast, system, insert. So these are all called the tabs. And within the tab, let's say if I choose the structure tab, there are panels over here. You have the structure panel, you have the connection panel, you have the foundation panel, you have got reinforcement, and so on. Similarly, for every tab, there are panels, and within the panels, there are tools. Now, you can see that these tools are not active. The reason why they are not active, because I am currently in the sheet view. Now, in order to come out of the sheet view, in the right hand side, you can see there is a project browser. So project browser is the place from where you can browse the entire project. As the name suggests, project browser means the area from which you can browse the project. If the project browser is not visible in your screen, for example, if I close this, if you want to bring the project browser, click right, and then you have the browser and choose the project browser. So here you have got various options over here at the project browser. What are the things available in the project browser? You have the views. So if you can see, there are icons over here in Revit 2026. So if you see here how the objects are basically arranged in the project browser, you have the views, you have the legends, you have the schedules, you have the sheets, you have the families, you have the groups and the links. So these are all options, all all entities that can be browsed within the project browser. If you want to view all of them over here, there is a click the all button and you can see all of them over here. But if you only want to see the views within the project, you can click on the views and you can see there's a 3D view, building elevation view, structural plan view, model coordination view, and so on. Now let me open the structural plan view and let me open this, but double click on the structural plan view. So this will open the view, the structural plan view named as structural plan L1, and you can see that all the tools will get activated in the ribbon. Now let's understand about the tools. Now we are interested in the structure or because we are going for a structural modeling. So within the structure tab, there is a structure panel over here. And here is a button over here which will enable the structural settings dialog box. So within the structural panel, there is a beam tool, there is a wall tool, there is a column tool, there is a float tool, there is a truss tool, bracing tool, and beam stressor. All types of modeling tools for the structural modeling is available within this panel. Similarly, for the connection between the steel are available within the connection panel. Then if you want to insert foundations, it would be there in the foundation panel, reinforcement, and all that you can see over here. So you can choose any one of the tab and you can see how the panels are basically there and how the tools are there. So sometimes you find that within the panels there are drop downs over here. For example, there are more than one tools which are available within the particular option. So you have a drop down. And then there are expanded panels over here. There are more settings over there. You can click on the down arrow to get it. You can customize this ribbon. So you have this down arrow. You go to right of the screen, put the down arrow. You can minimize the ribbon to tap to increase your screen area. Now, if you click on the tab, you can see that the tools and the panels will be expanded. Similarly, if you click on the minimize to panel tiles, which will be minimized to panel tiles, again you can click and get the tools done. You can basically customize it by clicking here by minimize to panel buttons. So you got the buttons over here of this panels seeing, and if you click on the mouse over here, you can see the tools which are displayed. And then if you want to come back to the full ribbon, it can be seen over here. So this is the ribbon, and this is the view tabs over here, and this is the project browser. If you close the project browser, you can basically get it back by clicking right and in browser and the project browser. Similarly, in the left hand side, you can see there is a properties panel. If you click on this properties palette, it will be gone. If you want to bring back, the properties palette will be here. These all are dockable entities. You can get them left, right, and you can place them so that you can allow your screen area to be maximum so that you can work efficiently. So the properties palette, if no object is selected, shows the properties of the view which you have opened. For example, you have opened the L1 plan view, so it shows the properties of the L1 plan view. If you select any one of the element, let's say if I select this element, it will show the properties of that particular element. In this case, it is a rectangular beam which is selected over here. Now over here at the bottom, you can see this is called the view control bar, where you can change the scale, you can change the detail level, you can change the view styles, and there are various options in the view control bar. This is a status bar and it shows the status of your project as you are working. This is the info center, and this is there's a title bar, there's a quick access toolbar, and this is the file menu. which is and this is the application menu you can see. So with this, we are at the end of the interface learning of Revit Structure 2026. And we have seen this. If you want to view this particular model, you can directly click and see most of the elements in this particular model and how they look like. So there are schedules over there, there are working drawings here, and there are various other. So if you want to see all of them in the project browser, click all and you can see that there are detail level schedules. There are sheets over here. You can see any one of the sheets. Click on the sheets. You can see the sheets are available here in the screen. And there are various other options that are available in the project browser. Hope you have liked the video. Please subscribe our channel and please be tuned for the next video to how to start a new project in Revit structure or in structural modeling. Thank you for watching.